that little, how can I say, variation between center and wing play, but
it's the out ball that it will be the tricky one to get. It is normally Witan Suleiman on the left hand side, as we see Indonesia from left to right on your screen, and it will be Thailand from right to left. It is the red of Indonesia and the blue of Thailand. As the ball goes into the box, it is cleared away. There's Chaidad, and keep your eyes peeled for Chaidad. Sadachat are the two big outlets for Thailand. But here comes Clock.
Second attack now from the left wing. This is what I was talking about.
And Suleiman dancing feet down that left-hand side. We've seen it too much already from Indonesia. Ball is cleared away, only as far as Jenna is. Clock to Kambuaya, looks for the chip inside, and Envy Boom will clear it away. Panya to Pomfan.
Thailand still on blue, still on defensive. They are cautious, of course. They don't want to concede in the early minutes. But yeah, as we mentioned, Indonesia is putting their focus on the left-hand side while they're attacking. Of course, they have many options. Of course, they have a filled toolbox of skills, dribbles, chip shots, crosses, all of them. But if you can avoid one main part of their play, it gives you a little advantage.
Absolutely indeed. As you said, if you have the success, you have the right. And Sarachat comes down the left-hand side here, looking for Chaidad. Chaidad is brought down, nothing given by the referee. He's certainly protesting there. It's clocked forward to Sananta. Keep your eyes peeled on him. He has been the talismanic figure for Indonesia. Sananta, Karaka being another one of those. It's those combination of those 2 or 3 players that you'll see from these teams. They will know who they like to go to. There's Jenna looking for Kumbaya.
But this is a little cautious start from me from both sides, which I can of course understand in the very first beginnings. I'm sure that both of them will shift their gears throughout the game. They have to, because we will find a winner, of course. We will find a winner. Every game will have a winner in this best of 3. So if this is draw, if this is 0-0.
Suleiman into the box, headed clear, but you are quite right. Every game, as we saw on day 3,
we will go for the extra time
and penalties if it's needed.
Exactly.
Here's Mwanta.
And we could see that was the next attack from the left-hand side with the Suleiman, I think it's the left wing.
Suleiman.
And Thailand now with the first chance.
Chaidad in towards Sadachat, cleared away.
Nice.
And Thailand are showing respect but no fear.
Exactly. This is their life sign.
Although there's a mistake here. It's Witan Suleiman. Suleiman has prayers over. Will he look to use him? He will. It's Kambuaya!
Yes. I saw that coming. Of course, they are using that spaces. You're not allowed to give Indonesia that big gaps, that big spaces. They will instantly punish you. They are so clinical. They are so smart. That chemistry is on 100. So this isn't shocking me.
You cannot give them space. You cannot give them time. And you cannot give them gifts. Indonesia will take that type of chance.
This was a gift.
Perfectly. Of course it was. It was one mistake though. And Thailand, they can't really they can't think too much into that. It is the first goal in game 1 of a best of 3 series. They have to maybe just have a mental reset here, because a lot of what they were doing in the opening 25 minutes before that goal wasn't all that bad.
I differentiate always, it's like in tennis, between forced errors and unforced errors. So if there are forced errors from Indonesia, it's understandable. Their pressure is so high, their play is so good. It's okay, but this was an unforced error to me. You're not allowed to lose the ball there in that situation, in that position, so careless. And yeah, that was not necessary. You don't want to be behind 1-0 against Indonesia from the very first beginning here in the first 20-30 minutes. That will now be really hard. And now with
Suleiman looking in field.
Yeah, he's going for the calm dribblings here.
Dancing feet.
Waiting for his timing with a double touch. Exactly.
Beautiful from Clark in towards Suleiman. It's cleared away. And as we can see the chat, we can certainly see that flying through. But Med, your point, you spotted something here.
It's fine. It's over, the situation. We move on.
As you see down the right-hand side. Chamrasami.
Now with a little space. Yep.
Cleared away once more. And Med, what can you see from Thailand's build-up? What are we looking at in terms of what we see? Indonesia coming back the other way here. But
till the last third, they are doing a good job, but then they are lacking of ideas. Look, they have lots of spaces. Indonesia is giving them that spaces in the center. They are like, okay, here is the area where you are able to play around, but then not anymore, not any further. So no goal chances, no real goal chances here for Thailand, no pressure from Thailand. One-way direction here. Indonesia from left to right.
It is in one-way traffic. And since the goal, though, of course, to Thailand's credit, they were in the game. They still are in the game. It is only 1-0 as the ball goes into the box. It's headed in, and it's off the post. Cleared away. Indonesia. It was more of a half chance than it really was a full chance.
Yeah, I doubt that this was intentional, but here you go.
Try and take the ball as and where it lands as Moanta looks at.
I will need to say it again. I will need to say it again. If this game goes on like this, Indonesia is closer to the second goal than Thailand to the first goal.
Just to point out, we've got 81,000 of you in the live chat at the moment, so thank you very much for making yourselves aware. And you have watched currently the first half of the AFC eASIAN Cup semi-final between Indonesia and Thailand. Here is Sananta looking in towards Suleiman. Suleiman dancing feet from
Fantastic.
him. Still going over towards Clock. Clock super cancels his pass in towards Suleiman. The goalkeeper takes it away.
The timings of the chip shots from the back to their forwards is incredible. Their game reminds me a lot on the real life game of Manchester City, because this is for me one of the highest styles of gameplay. Breaking through with the through passes behind the opponent's back line, whether it's from the ground or from the air. It requires perfect timing, perfect chemistry. As your teammate, you have to know when the pass will come. You have to know how to position yourself. And as the ball holder, you need to know, okay, he will run now in this second. He will now take care of the offside trap. It requires so much skill, and they are executing this on the highest level. It's such a joy to watch them, to see them, how they are performing, how they are playing as a collective, in a collective.
It is one thing to have a perfect game plan. It's another thing to execute it. And Indonesia have been nearly perfect this tournament. Outside of that one game against Japan, which they realistically didn't need in the group stage, Thailand are going to have to find some perfection. Panya into Poland! Good save!
Wow!
Good save.
This is what they need.
They do need it. Corner ball that they've won out there as well. Sarachat. You see the ball over in the corner. And it's going to be Panya looking to line this one up.
Do they have a good strategy?
Well, let's find out. Ball goes towards the back
Second
post.
post.
It's headed up into the air. Sarachat looks to be potentially there.
That was dangerous.
There as well. It was. It could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Here's Pomphan. Pomphan chips it up, looking for the flick on, but that Indonesian defence is robust.
This is what we want to see from Thailand.
Indonesia might have an option here. Kambawaya.
He's waiting.
Across to Karaka. Karaka into the box. Clock. Clock in towards the back post, looking for Sananta. It's cleared away, though, by Chan Ramsey. And Thailand, they're still going to find pockets of space here.
Yeah,
but they're going to be closed down very quickly by Indonesia.
The high pressure which we could see through the whole tournament from Indonesia, I can't see it that much now in this game. Thailand have lots of spaces. We are not used to see that the opponent of Indonesia has got spaces, has got time to play around, you know, to think, even to breathe and to think.
Speaking of which, Sananta in on goal, and there's a good through ball. The ball has been cleared up into the air, though. Sananta heads it down. Here's Suleiman. Thailand have got to be careful they don't give away a free kick, or even worse, a penalty here.
Suleiman is their star player. Everything is going out of him. Look at that dribbling, calm dribbling. He's waiting for his opportunities. This time he lost a duel, but this was predictable from the formation which we could see.
Sarachat's found a good through ball here, though, to Moanta.
Nice
Marseille turn there, but just couldn't quite evade the defender. Sananta is that, as we said, it's that imposing figure that Indonesia keep finding at the business end of the field. There's Dola forward towards Sarachat. Sarachat to Panya. 60 in-game minutes here gone. It is breathless here.
100,000
over 100,000 people in the chat. We appreciate the support here. We will bring you every single kick. Here's Chan Ramsey. Chan Ramsey. Moanta.
I've never experienced something like that in eFootball history, that we have 100,000 viewers.
It's like having Wembley Stadium in the chat. It is insane viewing here. And there's 2 more eagerly anticipated fans on the commentary.
And I'm playing this game since almost 3 decades.
It's a long time that this game has been here, and very rarely have we seen this type of dominant force of Indonesia be this critical and this clinical.
In this second half, I can't see that dominance that much, I have to say. Thailand is making a fantastic job. They are trying to keep up. Look, 2 shots, 2 shots. I can't see that one team is the dominating one. They are switching the players. Oh, you need to take care of this. And you can see that Thailand is becoming more offensive. They are switching their CMF to an AMF, means from central midfield to an attacking midfield. That means they have more attacking offensive dominance in the center. Let's see if this will work out. And I can see at the other side that Indonesia is becoming a little more defensive. They are trying to bring more structure in their center. And they have to. They have to, because I think it doesn't taste that good for Indonesia that Thailand has so much possession, so much time to think and to make their game. They are able to find their ways into opponent's box. So it's critical. This is a critical situation, critical moment right now for Indonesia.
Yeah, and critically as well, one of the other key pieces that I saw just as you were speaking there is that Thailand have taken off of their man marking instructions and instead looking for counter targets to stay high upfield.
Yeah.
As you see Patanyama and Ferdinand come onto the field. As the header looks to go on, but we've seen almost a playbook from each of the nations that are still in this tournament. They will know what they have at their disposal as their team. As Fala tries to hit the ball forward. Mikkelsen on the right-hand side. Can Thailand find an equaliser? Again, to keep you up to date.
I wanted to say the same. Is Thailand able to make the equaliser, man? Yeah, it's wow. Wow. I like it. I like what we see. This is a tight match. This is a close match. Thailand is giving everything. And in my opinion, they are doing really well. And in the position of Indonesia, I would be cautious now. Of course, this game is not over yet, but with the thought for the second match, I think Thailand has impressed Indonesia.
I think so, and quite rightly, as you mentioned there, the second match. Again, if you are just joining us in the eASIAN Cup of 2023 here, as we'll see Chanarong come forward, these games are not over at the end of 90 minutes. These are best of 3 series. This is the semi-final, and this is game 1. So don't panic, folks. You've got, at best, another game of Thailand versus Indonesia to watch, if not a third, if Thailand, or even if Thailand could recover it here, because there's still time on the clock and they can still do some damage.
Enough time.
There is still more than enough time here, but you would imagine potentially a second goal here from Indonesia would ice this game and take it away from Thailanders. Drajad in the corner. It's over towards Ramdhani, who's another one of their special players. Indonesia back to Drajad. It's in the box, you've got to be careful. Brilliant tackle.
Almost every attack from Indonesia is from the left-hand side. As the opponent, as the opposite team, you need to see that. You need to identify this and react. But I have to say, Thailand is doing a good job.
Yeah,
they are now on red.
The game.
They are on offensive.
5 minutes left in the game. Mwanta, Fala looking forward, but as you see that, almost that, as you said, that one-brain approach. One player was behind the attacker, and the other player was in there, but we'll see. Mwanta! Oh, what a save that is! That is a phenomenal save from Indonesia. It wasn't a manual save, but it was a great opportunity. It's the first real sight that Thailand have had of their goal, and it was a great shot. It was just a better save.
Yeah, it's critical, as we mentioned before. Right now, Thailand is shocking Indonesia. I don't think that they anticipated, that they expected such a tight game. I can't imagine. It's really, really critical, so Thailand is about to score. The more time is passing, the higher the chances are becoming for Thailand right now.
Absolutely.
But we don't have enough time.
I don't think there is. Well, there's 2 or 3 in-game minutes at best that is left. But you can see here, 122,000 people in the chat here. What an audience we had to perform in front of. Not only here in Doha, in Qatar, but in the YouTube channel as well. It's a fantastic viewership. We thank you for being along for the ride. And this is only game 1 that you've got. You've got potentially 2 more of these games as Mwanta finds But it's that one.
1 minute at a time.
It's cleared away once more.
Last seconds to go here.
Last seconds tick down. The last sands of time are away. And game number 1 goes the way of Indonesia.
And you
against left winger, as opposed to it being like an SS or a CF, it kind of gives you 4 in midfield defensively, but it also gives you 3 in attack going forward. I think that's that little bit of balancing that Indonesia have got. They're able to kind of balance the defence and the attack,
yes,
without really compromising themselves going forward or backwards. And as you'll see, it's going to be Sarachat trying to defend the kick from Clock. Clock into the centre, looking for Kamboya. It's down, it's in! Goal for Indonesia!
Unbelievable. That was studied. That was perfectly studied. They exactly knew what they do. I'm really, really impressed. They are still able to impress me throughout this tournament in every game. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a perfectly studied free kick variant.
Brilliant knockdown. We've seen them too many times already in this tournament. A knockdown. And it's only, what, the first 3 or 4 minutes. And I know that your old adage that has become over this tournament is it's okay to concede that early. It doesn't really change much. I feel that there needs to be a little bit of asterisk on that, saying that it's okay when you concede early, so long as it's not against Indonesia, because they have the ability to take this game away from you with 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. We've even seen through some of the games here as Karaka finds it to Jenna.
Yeah, we have the same situation now. Thailand is down 1-0 at the very first beginning of the game, and this is so hard to play against that.
Absolutely. The ball is back there to Panya. Panya. Again, Thailand can't get it going, but they've managed to recover it with Sarachat if they can get them going. Ball across here to Panya. Panya, what can he find? He can find Chamramsey! Oh, it's just gone wide!
Wonderful.
It has just gone wide.
How they crossed their lanes, the running lanes, in the forward here. You could see it in that situation once again. They are crossing the running lines all the time with the forwards, opening up the spaces in the center with that style. It was so close. It was so close.
It was so close. It was millimetres, and it's the closest you would say that Thailand have come to breaching the Indonesian defence. Yes, they had a shot that was hitting the goalkeeper, but that had beaten the goalkeeper. All it had to do was find the inside of the post or the side netting, and instead it is Indonesia back the other way. Caracas fakes the stunning strike, ball into the centre.
Wow.
Sananta with a chest. Sananta with the goal! Indonesia are 2-0 up. It was the confidence to take the chest down.
Yeah.
It would have been so easy to, as I would normally do, mash the shoot button at home, because you think, oh, I'll head it first and that'll be fine. Instead, they took the chest down, have read the manual goalkeeping, and as you say, it's those moments that are milliseconds. It's not seconds here, folks. How complex is it to just take that moment?
It's hard to say. It's really milliseconds. It's about frames. Even if you go in slow motion mode, it's hard to identify these moments, these short moments. Yeah, now they are breaking Thailand with their chip shots. Boy, that was a dangerous duel here, almost a penalty, but was lucky enough for Thailand to gain back the possession. And we have a saying in Turkish. Yeah, I am multilingual, so I know some sayings in different languages, but wait, let's, okay.
Wait. You certainly wanted to hang on.
If you don't score your own chances, your opponent will score. And this is what exactly happened here for Thailand, or against Thailand. 2-0 down against Indonesia in the first 20 minutes.
Great ball in, that is. And Thailand are still asking questions here, but with a 2-0 deficit here, they are 1 game down, as you can see. Beautiful work from our production team, that instead of the numbers we have, instead we've got some nice little colours that'll go there, and that green indicator will tell you Indonesia are 1 game up here. But Chaidad trying to find his place.
Beautiful!
Finds the goal!
That was beautiful.
What a goal from Thailand!
They rewarded themselves. It's really important, because in 2-0, the next goal is always really important. Who will score? If it's Indonesia going 3-0, mentally, as Thailand, you will be broke. Okay? But when you score the first goal, it's 2-1 and everything is open now once again. And it's really early. We have still like 60 minutes to go.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time left here on the clock. And I'll give you a UK parlance. Game on. Game on here in the first semi-final of the AFC eASIAN Cup.
We have 75 minutes to go.
Wow.
65, sorry.
65 plus a little bit of injury time. The next goal is critical. Karaka looking for Sananta. Heading, great save for the goalkeeper. He had to put that from very low down.
Okay, we have an open match here.
We have indeed. Chaidad, Moante, it's now heating up. If it wasn't already spicy enough, it is getting even more so. Arhan down the left-hand side here. Arhan, dribbling feet, gets the ball into the box. It's gone all the way through. Suleiman back post, good save for the keeper.
How he positioned himself with the super cancel because he anticipated that the ball would find that space, that point.
that level
impressive.
of understanding of the game.
It's so jaw-dropping. That you can see that they've eaten this mode. They know everything, every mechanism of this gameplay in the 2 versus 2. They know everything. They are so well prepared.
And Suleiman cleared away, and in terms of the pressures, I mean,
now that's a chance for a counter-attack for Thailand.
It's not like you're playing with your family members or your brothers at home with a
Muenta from the left-hand side now.
Here comes Muenta.
Going into the dribbling. He's shielding him, but not. Yeah, that was not the right direction.
Out and away by Hubner, and you know, in terms of what we're seeing here, this is some level of gameplay we're seeing. You said it was going to be high level. You said it was going to be close. And again, we can anticipate it, but we don't always believe that this is going to happen. But this is on a knife edge right now. Thailand have given Indonesia the first kind of almost bloody nose, as it were, since that Japan game in the group stage where they lost 2-1. I want to say it may even be the first time that Indonesia have conceded since the group stage, such as there been their ferocity through this tournament. As Dola heads it back to the goalkeeper. And Uin plays it forward.
What a great day it is.
What a fantastic
It can
day.
only get better.
Yeah, that will be the quote and hashtag, no doubt, of the day, is that it can only get better. And that's what we get in these tournaments, folks. We get these players warmed up. They get into stride. And I think we asked the question on day 1 or 2 as to where you want to be hitting your best form. Do you want to maybe start off slow and then hit into your form, or do you want to hit it out the gates? And Indonesia have said, no, actually, we'll just have our form all the way through the tournament.
Yes.
And as such, they have been overly dominant here.
Really consistent.
They have indeed. Walsh down the right-hand side. Karaka in towards Kambuaya. Kambuaya looking across. It's Sananta in the middle. Suleiman on the left. He's, as we said, he's that nuisance. He's constantly available because of playing in that LWF position.
I'm still so impressed how they are aware of themselves. They are playing as one brain. This is
Karaka, Sananta,
look
Clock,
at this.
Clock makes the move, Clock makes the shot, oh, it's just gone wide.
He anticipated the manual goalkeeper. He shot into the other corner. They are so smart.
They are so in tune with what they are seeing.
It will be so hard for all of the countries to beat Indonesia. It will be so difficult.
It is almost, as you said, you're playing with 2 players who know each other incredibly well. I know you mentioned about the pro league that is a traditional, or is a 2v2 league over in Indonesia. We talk about prep work, and as
you can see
here,
that Thailand is switching their forward, changing their forwards. They are getting more compact. Yeah, they have the spaces in the front. We have to say, Indonesia is giving them the opportunities now. And Thailand is making a really good job. They are crossing the players all the time with the ball holder and the forwards in front of them. So they are creating that spaces, which they are doing really well. Now we're in the second half with Thailand in the blue kits from the right to the left side, and Indonesia with the red kits from left to the right side.
Yeah, and the thing with this as well, I mean, you talk about dummy runners, and that's just a play style within the game. But
exactly.
Here, if you've got another human that is next to you, you can feint to go one side and go back in the other.
Yep.
And
yes.
And it's a movement that you're not necessarily natural to if you're a 1v1 player, because you are heavily reliant on the AI making those types of runs, but they don't behave in the same way that a human does. So having that human kind of tag team partner, as it were, they can behave in such a different fashion compared to what you would be used to. It's almost as though Thailand aren't necessarily used to that type of movement, because they're both tracking the same player, and it's taken them out of position. Suleiman tries to find a through ball.
Oh, that was close.
Heavy Boon cleans it away.
Yeah, the problem is also now from Thailand's point of view, you need to score. That means you need to be more offensive, and that means you need to open up the spaces in your own half, in your own game plan, in your own tactic. And yeah, Indonesia is like, oh yes, I will take that. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. They will take that, and certainly as it stands right now, they will be taking the bragging rights of Southeast Asian esports, because this, as we mentioned already, a Southeast Asian derby between these two nations. Neither one of them will want to lose. At the moment, Thailand will give it their all to try and get this one back on side, but unfortunately, they will not necessarily have that opportunity if Indonesia keep playing the way that they are. We have 140,000 people in the live chat. What a fantastic audience it's been, and what a spectacle you have seen so far. You better stay in your seats though, because we've got more action than just this game coming up. It's Presuwan, Pomfan, Chanamsi, Panya in towards Chaidan.
Big
Chaidan
chance, no!
Chaidan could save! It can't pop up nicely, it's cleared away. Sananta wins the header, Karaka wins it on. And it's the first time, I would say, I've seen a little bit of vulnerability from Indonesia. They look a little bit, every time there is a chance that is there, they're looking a little bit fragile here. And as you already said, they're giving spaces where
they are showing nerves
before.
today. They are showing nerves today. We can see that. And Thailand is making a fantastic job. They can be so proud of themselves. I know they don't want to hear that. They want to win this game, but they are doing an awesome job, and they have almost half an hour to go in game to equalize.
You can see the chat is just flying here.
It's
absolutely crazy. I mean, we are, you know, again, for a former streamer and an active streamer, even we are not necessarily used to the ferocity of what we are seeing. That chat is absolutely flying. And again, we thank you all, whatever time zone you're in, whatever the time of day it is, whether you're listening to us at work, whether you're at home on a TV, whatever it is, we thank you for joining us on finals day here at the first ever AFC eASIAN Cup 2023. And I am sure, again, it has been a roaring success so far for Indonesia, but they want that extra step. They want more, as
Let
you'll see.
me quickly take a look at the formation.
Med, over to you.
It was too fast.
That's how quickly they go, folks. They don't want to give us any info here in the commentary box.
Unfortunately, but we will see everything on the pitch now.
We certainly will. We certainly will. If you're a fan of looking at patterns, they will be able to tell you almost instinctively what we are seeing. And you will see here as well, they're sticking to the same types of substitutions every time. We're seeing the same players come on. Striuk, Drajad, Ramdani, we're seeing them all always come on at the exact same time. So again, you talk about preparations and game plans. It's even down to what substitutes you bring onto the field.
Yeah, you need to be aware of your team. You need to know what works the best for you. Do you need a dribbler? Do you need a header? You know, do you need physicality? Do you need explosiveness? Do you need agility? Of course, they know every nuance of this game. They know every nuance of their own team, and this is how they proceed. Who will make the right decision? This is the answer which needs to get answered on the pitch right now. Indonesia.
Indonesia are certainly there. I mean,
they
only have to hold on to this.
Even that we didn't see big chances from Indonesia right now. So Thailand is more and more able to make and increase the pressure on Indonesia. They are on red, which you can see on the right bottom corner. That means their whole team is acting more offensive. And now in that second, Indonesia switched to blue, which means they are going more on defensive. They want to secure their lead. It's a really open game. It's a really intense game.
It really is.
And this is what we expected. This is what we wanted as viewers, as casters, you know?
Yeah, we could sit here in silence and just let you indulge in this, folks, but I still don't think that the pictures would put it into words as to just how close this game is. Salachat with the header. Chaidad trying to play it down the middle. Instead, it's cleared out. It's Striuk towards Ferdinand. Or Mathnathan. For Chanadong. Pomfan wins it back. Can Thailand find an answer here? Sadachat in towards Chamramsi. In towards Sarachat once more. Chanadong. Thailand. It's a big opportunity. It's cleared. It could have gone anywhere.
Woo.
Very much a panic there. 15 in-game minutes here.
And you can see Indonesia players are sweating. They are always drying their hands. That is really sweaty. And yeah, 160 people in the chat. Can you believe that?
1,000 people in the chat. There's Patayama, and they're looking for potentially an Indonesian victory here. And they may just get one. Ramdani down the left-hand side, looking into Astrajad. Goes back to their keeper. There's still time here. If you're a Thailand fan, there is still time here for the War Elephants to just try and get something going here. But their past selection, their past choices, especially against an Indonesia who are on all-out defense.
Statistic-wise, most of the goals are being created in the last minutes in football, whether it is in real life or in virtual football. I've read some studies about that, regarding that, and yeah.
You just see some big game plan switches here. This is going to be the key moment.
Thailand needs to get more offensive now, and they will be more offensive now. They will sub in, I think, offensive players for defensive players.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is exactly what they are doing. Going from a 4-2-1-3 now with a 3 at the back. They have 3 defenders now. They need to risk it. They have nothing to lose. Nothing. It doesn't matter if you lose 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2, 10-0. Doesn't make a difference. So they want to score. They want to equalize, and this is exactly the right way to go. Almost 10 minutes to go. It's enough time. They can score. Indonesia isn't changing anything, and you can see that Thailand is becoming more wide now in their game. They have now right midfield and the left midfield, so they will have now power in the center, power on the wings, and they are becoming more unpredictable like that. Let's see if they can reward themselves.
Let's see if they can, but at the moment the ball is not in their possession. Ball up high, knocked down again, and it's going to be out of the way, and it's a stunning pass downfield, and that might just change a little bit of trajectory here. Thailand, what can they get done? Sarachat is still their star man. Fala, it's out to the left-hand side, and Patanyama will clear it forward. Henviboon.
Yeah, Indonesia is on full blue, extremely defensive. They are parking the bus, which is understandable with this standing, but now Thailand.
Sarachat, Chamramsi, still going to be cleared away, and as you said, if they put the handbrake on that bus at the back, it is certainly going to be a challenge to break through it if Thailand can. There is 3 in-game minutes left here, plus whatever the referee adds on. Palmfan, Chamramsi, and you can see just the wave of red shirts that are back behind the ball for Indonesia, and they have still got that out ball down the left-hand side. It's Drajad this time. Drajad,
3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes to save your tournament, Thailand, or they will be knocked out at the semi-final hurdle. As we said, Indonesia, bottom of your screen, are already 1 game up. If they can see this out, it will be Indonesia booking themselves into the first final of the AFC eASIAN Cup in history, mind you. This is the first ever AFC event.
And of course you want to crown yourself with this title. Of course you want that. If you're a competitor,
ball given away in a bad part of town there. And it looks like they've got 1 more maybe, and then they've gone all-out attack, ball forward.
Can Thailand score?
They can't, and there is the final whistle. Indonesia are your first finalists of the AFC eASIAN Cup 2023. And to be fair, from what we have seen throughout the tournament, not only was it expected, we would say it was deserved. They have been stellar all the way through. Great to see the sportsmanship.